Hello everyone. My name is Ibrahim Kıvanç. I'm working as a software engineer at Microsoft. Today I would like to walk through with you creating a certificate on your IoT devices and making sure connecting those things securely to Azure IoT. So there are some steps we will be following on this document, and in this document this will be a walkthrough for us. So what will we do? We will be creating it root CA, and then basically this will help us to just create the base for connection to Azure IoT. Then after that, we will be connecting to Azure IoT to do the handshake. Then after that, we will be creating the device certificate, and we will be connecting through our devices like the IoT devices, either on Nano framework or on IoT device or different IoT devices you have. So let's jump into the demo and let's see how we can do these things. So first of all, in this demo, we will be walking through with this documentation. So this is just showing step by step how to create an Azure IoT connection. But before that, so I would like to show you there is another session we already did. So that is just comparing .NET Nano Framework with .NET IoT. So in this session, we just seen the differences between .NET IoT and .NET Nano Framework, and we just walked through about the major differences between these platforms. First of all, in .NET IoT, there are step-by-step guidance, how you can just start and how you can move forward on this platform. So exactly the same sample implemented on this platform. So in here, so if you go to the connection part to Azure IoT, so there is a way we can use certificates to just connect your devices to Azure IoT. So in this case, we are using PFX certificates, but if you would like to use on Nano framework, there is a PEM format as well, PEM certificates, so you can use those. The same certificate creation process we will be following, and we will create some certificates out of those. The second thing is Nano framework. So Nano framework, exactly the same sample, step by step you can follow to create the same structure. And another thing is creating the Azure IoT, then connecting your device, creating your device in here. Then after that, how to generate the PEM certificates and using those into your Nano framework application. Then after that, connecting to Azure IoT. So in this sample, we will see both of them together. Let's go and let's start with creating the test certificates. Now I'm on Windows, and there is a really nice feature of Windows, Ubuntu on Windows. So I'm using Windows 11. So if you're using different versions, and if you would like to check other possibilities, so there is an open source tool called Sigwin. So you can use this tool, open source tool, to run Linux or Unix applications on Windows. So right now I will be running everything on Ubuntu on Windows. So the thing is, you will see, there is a really nice feature. You can go to the browse, go to the Explorer, and you can easily see your specific, the path for that Ubuntu environment. So the cool thing is you can copy and paste any key, and you can use in your application. So right now, I would like to create a new folder in here to starting. So I will call it IoT demo. So now let's create this one. And I would like to go into that specific folder. If I will go back to here, and if I will refresh, you will see that specific folder is created. So right now, what I would like to do is, so following the document and trying to reflect everything there and create our certificates step by step. So in here, I would like to create a root CA, and then there are some certificates, certificate related folders. So first one is the search folder and DB folder for the certification database, and also for the private keys, we will be having the private directory. I will copy all of this code and then paste it in here. And when I run it, so basically we will be able to see these folders are created and all the things are initialized there. So what I would like to do is I would like to run VS Code. And VS Code will be starting from this command line. And then basically this will be connecting through the WSL to this Ubuntu device. And we will be able to access all the files we will be generating during this certificate creation. So right now, as you see, there are several initializations. So now we will be able to see step by step creating our certifications. So let's move there. So first of all, we need to create a configuration file. So this is called root ca config. But before starting this one, so this is a simplified version of a document, so which is available under Azure IoT. So you can follow that one to have hierarchical certificates. But in this one, this is a simplified one because if you are working on a single device and if you would like to connect to Azure IoT, so this is a very nice way to test step by step. So right now, I would like to create this file, the configuration file, root ca config file. I will go to here and I will create a new file. And after that, I would like to copy everything in here and then paste there. So these are the settings, basically the placing where we are hosting other initialization we just created at the beginning, and at the same time all the details about that one. If this is your first time, you can use this thing as it is, but if you would like to modify any details, this is the place where you can just go there. The second step, so what will we do? We will create a root CA. So in this CA, so this will helping us to generate a key, and at the same time, this will generate a certificate signing request. This is called CSR. So there will be an extension called the CSR. I will paste that one. So let's copy this. And we will be pasting there. So right now, you can just add a PEM, the PEM passphrase. So this is important because you need to remember this thing to verify your key there. So once we run this one, you will realize, so there are two files are created. One is for root CA key, another one is root CA CSR. So right now we will be following to create a certificate authority the CA. So basically I will just copy this one and I will just run the code. So basically this is just using the configurations, CSR, and also other details for us. Same thing for this one. I will add a phrase for remembering this one, and this will generate this one. And this is asking me, would you like to sign the certificate? I say yes. And would you like to confirm the comment? I say yes again. Then after that, we will have the first certificate, so we can just move on. So far, we just created, as you see, under certs, we have a new PEM file, and at the same time, we have a CRT, and we can just move forward for next steps. Another thing is we need to create a certificate on Azure IoT as well. On Azure IoT, if you go there, so we need to do the handshake between our device and also Azure IoT. In order to do that, we need to create a PEM file. We can use this certificate, or we can just copy this line to just create a root CA PEM file. I will just run this one, and you will see there's a root CA PEM file is already created. So right now, what will we do? We will go to Azure IoT, Azure portal, to Azure IoT, and then after that, we will try to connect with our service. So right now, I will go to the Azure IoT, and then there's a section called certificates under security settings. If I go there, I would like to add a new certificate. This will be called IoT Demo Cert, and I would like to add my PEM file. So the cool thing is, as I showed you before, so everything we can access in here, and we can just go to this IoT demo and our folder and our certificates in here, or we can use this PEM file. We can easily direct to this specific folder. I will go to there, I will browse that one, and right now, I would like to add this root CA. I would like to add this one, and then I will save it. Then after that, you will see there is a IoT demo cert, so which is already created. The thing is, it is not verified. So it is called unverified right now. So we will follow the steps to verify this one while we are creating on our local, and then we will make it shown as verified. Following this one, what we need to do is we need to click to that certificate. So basically there will be a pane will be open, and we will click for moving forward. I will click here, and basically there are some details about like this integration. So right now, like you will see like these are blurred, but what I will do is like I will just click in here and I will generate the verification code, and I just copy from the clipboard. And if I just pasting into the notepad, and you will see like our code is just cut from here. So this will be needed like for the next step, but I will show you like in here. So in this step, what will we do? Like we need to generate a private key first. Then after that, like we need to generate the certificate signing request. So after that, like we will be using that code in there, and basically this will be helping us to verify our Azure IoT. So let's go here and let's copy this line of code. Let's run this one. So basically this is using our existing created ones. So basically we are just creating that specific key. Then after that, so we will be moving for the next step. So that will be creating a new CRD. So first of all, like this will be asking some couple of questions. So in order to like sign your certificate. So first of all, this will be asking for the country name, like in 2 letters code. Like I'm based in Istanbul, I will use like some information where I based in. So I selected as Turkey, then after that, I will select as Istanbul. Same thing for like Istanbul will be in here as well. Organization name, I will give a name called Composo now. An organization unit, so I can just say that this is IT. And the common name, so basically this is the code like we just copied from Azure portal. I will go here and I will copy that code and I will paste it in here. Then after that, you can just give some test email address. And at the same time, there are some additional extra attributes. If you would like to pass those, you can just easily provide. So once we did that one, so basically like we are ready to move to the next level. So basically that is just creating the certificate. So we just created the certificate request. Now like we will be creating the certificate. If we go here and if you just run this command, so basically this will help us to enter our password first. And then this is just asking me if I would like to create this one. I say yes. And then if I commit this one, I say yes. So then after that, this is already created. If you go to VS Code, like you will see like now there is another PEM file right now. And also like we have new files called popcrt and csrng. So right now, in order to validate our Azure IoT, I will use this second certification and we will validate that one. So I will go here. So basically there was another one. We just already generated verification code. So right now what will we do? We will click here and then we will get the certificate, the second certificate we generated after we provide those information. So now I will select this one and then I will verify it. So right after that, you will see like this is successful. If I go here, like you will see status is verified and you can easily like move forward after that. So right now, like we have the certificate on Azure, so we need to reflect that thing on the device side as well. So let's move on the step-by-step guidance and then we can see like what is needed there. So we just follow the steps, creating like certificate details and verifying it. So that's fine. So right now we will be creating the device and this device will be added into our Azure IoT portal. So we are in the devices section. So once we select this one, so we will click add device. Then after that, we will select X509 CA signed. So then we will give a device name. So this device name will be like, let's say IoT demo device. And I will just save this one. So this name will be important because we will be creating a new certificate for the device. So this will be important there and we will be reusing that one. So moving forward in this tutorial, so we need to create a client device certificate. In order to do that, So first, again, we need to generate the key, and then we need to create the CSR, just certificate signing request. Then after that, we will create our certificate. Now, I will just copy this one, but before this, let's paste the name in here. So this will be helpful for us. I will copy this line of command, and then we will go to our console in here, and I would like to create a new device key. So basically, this is called device.key. And same thing for others as well. We will be using the same thing called device CSR. Again, the same steps like what we created above to validate on Azure IoT. So now we will be doing the same thing, country name as TR, and after that I will give a name Istanbul, same thing for the localization. Istanbul, organization name will be Composo, and organization unit name will be the IT. Again, in here, the common name, if you remember, we previously provided a key, but now we will be providing the device name there. And then after that, this will just help us to handshake with the Azure IoT. So in here, again, we will give an email address. And after that, we will give a password in here. And again, these are attributes we can just use later as well. Right now, if we go back to our VS Code, we will see there are some files already created. So these are the devices, as you can see. So these are already created. And what we need to do is we need to create the certificate for that, the CA for that. But before that, if you would like to revisit what you already entered, so what you can do is you can just copy the comment, and you can go back to your environment again. So let's copy this one, and you can just go and check for the details you just provided, and also you can see the public key and also all the details there. The next step will be just using this command. So this is just helping us to create the certificate. So once we create this one, again, this is asking us to providing a phrase key. And then this is asking about, are we sure for signing this certificate? I will say yes. Then after that, so we will confirm that one as well. Once we are done, you will see there is a new file called device CRT. So basically, we can just use, and at the same time, there is another one, another new PEM file, this is already there. So for Nano framework, we can just go and start using this one, our PEM file, in here. So this code, we can just use it. But if you are using other IoT devices, if you need to create a PFX file, so there's another next step. So what we can do is we can go in here and we can just create our certificate. I just copied this one, and what we need to do is basically we need to give the certificate name. So this is the latest certificate. So we can just provide in here. And another one is if you would like to give a different name, so let's give the same name. And after that, you can just use this one in your solution. So this is just a file name. So I just copied in here and then went back to here. I just pasted the comment. Then I would like to run this. This is asking me to export the password. So this will be important because we will be verifying in our solution as well. So just make sure you have the correct one. So once we have this one, basically we will create the certificate, and this is called IoT device PFX file. So we will be using in our solution. So as you see, we just finished all the steps to just create certificates. So one is for PFX file, which is you can use on Azure .NET IoT. The another one is for Nano framework, using the PEM files. So this is a really an easy way, and you can just start using those. So what we can do is let's go and let's jump into the next level. So which will be testing the certificate authentication. So there's a really nice sample, like if you click here, so basically this is a console application. This is helping you to validate your existing solution and the existing certificate. So what will we do? Like I have a ready sample for that. So it is right over here. And I would like to copy the certificates like we just created. So this is called IoT device PFX. I would like to copy this one and I would like to paste in here. So it is right over here. I would like to make this available in my build. So basically I will say copy if newer. And another thing is I would like to give the name of this one IoT demo device. And this is the device ID, like you can just provide in here. So that will be used in our code. I will show like what this code does. And another thing is like we need to provide the certificate. Basically, this is the path like what we provided in here, and this is the like the password like we provided in the console as well. So if we go back to here, so what it does, so this is just like 50 times, like total like 50 messages. It is sending it, and this is just generating some random values, and this is just like mimicking the IoT device. So basically, this will be sending some messages to our Azure IoT endpoint, and we will be able to see like on our platform. Right now, I will just run this one. So let me run. So as you can see, this is successfully like created a device client. So which means this already connected to Azure IoT and verified it. And as you can see, this is just sending the messages to Azure IoT. So which is just like already generated in here. So if you face any difficulties in the password or like our certificate, so basically we will have some like errors on the screen and we can move forward. So just moving forward, if I will go to here, like in Azure IoT, like in the portal, like if you go to overview, so right now, like you will be able to see the messages. So let's go to the device to cloud messages. I will click this one. And you will be able to see, so there is a peak, so we can just filter down to the last 30 minutes, and you can see like our messages hit our endpoint, like 50 messages, as you can see. So those are like already there. So the cool thing is like if you already have a route of like these messages, like if you configured those message routing, so basically like in our case, this is blob storage. So if you go to the blob search, so basically you will be able to see your messages arrived in here. So in our case, this is data folder. So this is our service name. So if you go there, so this is your device ID. Then after that, this is the year, month, and day. Then after that, basically this is hour and minute. So we will be able to see what is available there. Yep, so these are all coming from our IoT device, IoT demo device, like as you see. So this is the message like we already sent, and these are like all CA signed, and you will be able to see there's a body. So this is like converted in base 64. So now like you will be able to see like all the details there. Yep. So right now, like we just seen like the whole picture of how to create a certificate and how to use in our application. So basically, this is a really nice tutorial. So if you have a scenario for a single device or like multiple like devices, so there's a really good tutorial on the IoT Hub samples. So if you can go to like using like OpenSSL, so basically you will see a hierarchical version of this one as well. You can go and you can create your own certificate. I hope you like it, and I hope this will be helpful for your implementation. Thank you so much.